10th. All right, we've got Matt Haseo here, and he's got an interesting build for a random Saturday at Battlegrounds Cafe. I'll let him take away his deck profile. Away you go.
All right. So today we are playing Dr. Bu and General Rilldo. Leader, when he attacks, you get to play one red machine mutant from your hand, the energy cost of 1. It has the Awaken condition at 4 or less life, or when you choose 3 cards from underneath a Super Sigma and place it under him, draw 1, restand 1 energy, and then flip the card over. Pick 2, have 6, take 2, have 6 life, and then flip the card. And then the Awaken side is Dr. Bu and Hybrid Metal Rilldo. Rulers of planet M2. Auto, once per turn when you activate the Evolve skill, or Union Absorb, which will be important for this one, for this profile. Draw 1. And then auto, when this card attacks, play up to 1 machine mutant card when it goes 1 your hand. And then the activate battle, place 1 card from under it in the drop, gains 5k for the battle, which is really prevalent in this build. On to the spice. We play for Baby Vengeance Unleashed.
From set 4.
Set 4 Baby. It's a common. It has a Unit Absorb skill where you can choose 1 battle card and place it under this card. If your leader is a red machine mutant,
Which you are.
which I am, choose up to 1 baby card with energy costs 4 or less with the same character name that you placed under this card from your deck and play it on top of this card. So
you can play him for free with your
play him for
leader
free
skill?
with Metal Rilldo. I'll kind of go over some of the combos as soon as we get to them.
Yeah. But he's kind of there.
He's kind of there. Next will be 3 Baby Evil Origins. This baby should technically be the new Red Baby TP, which does the exact same thing as the Set 4 Baby, but you also can,
Activate main,
bottom deck a card, draw a card.
Yep.
So it gives you more filter, you have more pieces in your hand that you need, you can put back in your deck. But that just is a stand-in for that.
Important thing is that he's a baby.
Baby, and he's also a machine mutant. Which?
Yep. Can you also play that one from your leader skill?
It's,
or no?
red.
Just red? Okay,
Just red.
But still, it is a baby.
It is a baby, which is important. Next, I play 1 of Super Baby 2 Destructive Villain, which was a villainous rare back from BT8, or Set 8.
Yeah.
It is also a baby that you can play off the Union Absorb. Is a 15k critical. The villainous doesn't matter. But the auto is kind of interesting. When your leader activates Awaken or Wish, this card gets plus 15k power and dual attack for the turn. So when you activate Awaken, which makes him a 30k dual attack critical.
Yeah. Nice.
We play 2 Baby Janemba. Agent of Destruction, which is another target, another baby you can go off of Union Absorb.
Yeah, because as long as it's got, you have a baby and you absorb a baby, you can pretty much find any baby.
You'll see also too that the majority of the targets are their dual character names. So it's Vegeta GT or Baby. So you have most of the targets you can hit. It's a 20k with energy exhaust blocker. It has offering limit 1, so you can activate offering on this card once per copy of the card for the turn.
Yep.
So you can
spam them out.
Spam it. And then it has a permanent. If your your opponent has 5 or more cards in rest mode, you get to negate the energy exhaust of this card. Which doesn't really come up because you just want them in the deck. But if you need to, turn 5 charge, or your opponent has 5 cards in rest mode, then you just charge them.
Yep.
Then we play 3 Baby Vegeta, an unfair choice. There's another target you can go off Union Absorb. With the activate main, choose 1 card in your hand and place it in the drop, and you choose 1. You get to choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, to switch to the rest mode, or choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier, KO.
Wow.
So it gives us some barrier removal in the deck.
Yeah, another baby.
Another baby. And then we play 4 of Sane Strength Baby, which is another baby. So this one is a 20k double strike. When you play this card, if your leader's a red machine mutant, you get to draw a card and choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and minus it 20k for the turn. So gives us some non-barrier removal and also a 20k swing for 2 damage.
Sure. Would you say that was your main go-to for the Union Absorb, or situational?
It's situational. It's not my main target, but if it comes up, then it comes up.
Sure.
It's just mostly for the spot removal.
Yeah.
And then we play 4 of Super Baby 2, Vengeful Rampage. Starter deck.
Wow. Taking it way back.
Taking it way back. So this one has an EX evolve of 2, a red and a yellow, on a baby with an energy cost of 3. So
Which we have quite a lot of.
Which the villainous is a target, the baby Janemba is also a target, and then the unfair choice is also a target. It also has energy exhaust. If you charge it, it comes in rested. It has offering, so your opponent can either crit a life or let you draw 2 cards. Most of the time, your opponent lets you draw 2 cards because life is precious. In auto, when it's played, you get to choose all of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and for the duration of the turn, all their skills are negated, and they cannot be placed in the combo area. And then he gains dual attack for the turn.
25k dual attack.
Negates all skills and keeps all your opponent's battle cards in the battle area, which they can't combo with.
Yep. Plus offering.
This is kind of sort of the main game ender. So if your opponent establishes the board, they have a blocker, you EX evolve on one of the babies, and then negate all their skills, gains dual attack. They can't place all their battle cards in the combo area, so
you're just playing off their hand.
Playing off their hand, so kind of makes them force them to have like super combos or just comboing out of a 20k dual attack swing.
Sure.
And then we play 2 Grade 8 Baby, the Ultimate Life Form.
Wow.
Back from set 8. Which is also a baby. 30k power. EX evolve for 2, a red and a yellow, over a baby energy cost of 5. So you get EX evolve with Super Baby 2. It's double strike, has energy exhaust, but it also has offering. And it has an activate main, where you get to choose 1 card in your life, add it to your hand, and then you can choose one of your opponent's leader cards, and it gets minus 5k for the turn. So if you're sitting pretty, the ball over the baby, activate main, say you're at 5 life, you can technically take your life until you have 1 to minus your leader, or your opponent's leader, 20K.
Yeah. And swing double strike.
Swing double strike, mitigate double strike. Also, an alternate finisher if Super Baby 2 bench orientation doesn't do the job.
Sure.
And now we're kind of going into some of the other targets for the Union Absorb. We play 2 Vegeta the Brawler.
Oh, yeah.
Which is from set 14. It is a 1 energy negate for the deck. So negate the attack, play this card. That is the only use it has in the deck. And it is also a Vegeta.
Yeah, Vegeta GT that you can absorb with the baby.
With the baby to play. 3-drop baby.
Yeah.
The unfair choice or the Saint
4-drop. Yep. Cool.
We play 4.
Aha! There's 2 more.
2 more. Max out on the copies that you can see.
Sure.
And then we'll go into Super Combo of Choice, which will be 4 Whis Celestial Moderator.
Yeah.
I don't... With the Awakened Leaders activating Unit Absorb, you draw. If you do it quite enough, you can just replenish your hand if you need it.
Plus all the offering too, yeah.
Plus all the offering. The deck draws for itself, so the draw super combos didn't. I feel like it wasn't a good fit.
Sure.
And then Whis, just for the when you combo with it, you can choose an opponent's battle card. Your leader's red or yellow, and minus your opponent's battle card attack.
Sure.
More spot removal. Then we play 2 Kaioken Goku Concentrated Destruction, just for more barrier removal.
Yeah.
3-drop with Deflect Auto. When you play this card, you get to choose all of your opponent's battle cards, 20k power or less, and KO them. And then the activate main for 2 red energy. Your leader is red, and you choose this card in your hand and place it in the drop. You get to choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and minus a 25k.
Nice.
So it's just more barrier removal or board wipe if you need.
Yeah.
Then counterplays, we play Vegeta Prideful Transformation at 4, which is a Vegeta GT. We'll get into the Unison choice in a little bit. I can activate counterplay. I can't activate counterplay for the remainder of the turn.
But he's a blocker, and then
14k blocker. That is a Vegeta GT, and if you have a yellow unison out with 2 or more markers, you can activate the counter play skill of this card for free.
Yep.
Which is the battle card coming into play into rest it and then play this card.
Perfect.
Now on to some more negates. We play 3 Topo Righteous Aid. Just for the floodgate.
Yeah, pretty much saying my turn again. Yeah.
You begin.
Yeah.
No explanation for Topo needed.
Yeah.
Then we play 3 Whis the Spectator.
Sure.
Running a room here, but just since this is a red-yellow build for Better Rilldo, it's just the check land. If you already have a red-yellow multicolor card in your energy, comes in not rested.
Yep. Ignores energy exhaust.
Ignores energy exhaust.
Red yellow. Yep.
Then we have 1 copy of Beerus Ball.
Sure.
Just another counterplay for the deck.
It's if a 15k is coming in, you can say no and send it to the drop instead.
Yep.
Nice.
And then it also beans your leader for the turn.
Oh, it does.
Yep.
Nice.
If you have a multicolor card in your energy and your life is 4 or less, you can activate this counter skill by taking a life instead of paying for it. So,
Yeah.
Battle card 50k or less goes in the drop instead of being played and being for the turn, which is great. Gives you more protection in your lead. Unfortunately, they swing over a 20k instead of a 15k. Makes them use more resources out of their hand. And now we're going to go into the Unison package, which will just place it over some of the other cards. We're going to play 4 Sun Gohan and Fire Dragon Newfound Pals.
Sure. From the draft box?
From Draft Box 3.
Nice.
You must be wondering, there's an odd choice for Unison, with it only being 1 cost yellow specific and a 5k power.
Right.
But the permanent is during your turn, if you have a skillless card in play, skillless is very important, it gains 10k power. But the +1 activate main is you get to play up to 1 yellow battle card with energy cost of 1 in your drop in rest mode, and play it with a skills negated in the drop. So you can play the Vegeta in rest, which gives you another Union absorb target.
Sure.
Or you can, in this build, you can play the Baby Origins with the skills negated in the drop.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
And then we play 2 Vegeta, Unison, and Fury.
Alright.
Unison and Fury is pretty self-explanatory, but yeah, activate main, you can choose this card or one of your battle cards, switch to the rest mode, add a marker to this card. And then the -1, your opponent can't attack with battle cards greater than their energy until the end of their next turn. And then the -3, the game ender, choose up to one of your opponent's energy and switches to rest mode. Then this card gains +5k power, making him a 20k base, double strike and dual attack for the turn.
Nice.
And then secret rare of choice, keeping on theme, the Baby Geneva Corrupt Coalescence. Ultimate, energy exhaust, offering, activate main for 2 red, for 5 energy, 2 red, and 3 yellow. Your opponent chooses 3 cards from their life and places them in the drop. If they do, place this card in the drop.
But if they don't?
If they don't, otherwise you play this card from your hand, and then your opponent, one of your opponent's leader, up to one of your opponent's leader cards, gets a -30k power for the turn.
Yeah.
So it's a 40k body with offering, and if they choose to let it hit the board, it minuses their leader 30k, and they have to dig deeper.
Yeah, for all of your union absorbs and everything.
Union absorbs and everything else.
Yep.
So
Nice.
don't have a sideboard,
Sure.
but it is a work in progress. You can also swap out some of the other Vegetas to do the arrival package, which also is a good flex for this as well.
Sure. Well, nice. Is there any other changes you would make to the deck, or how did you like it? Did it feel pretty good to get your babies out?
Yep, it felt pretty good to get the babies out. Sometimes it's still in testing.
Sure.
It's been a little clunky so far. Just because I have it's a 51 card deck.
Okay.
So not much room for maneuvering, but so far when it works, it works. If you see your targets, you see your targets. If you don't, then you kind of have to think about other ways around it.
Right.
And one of my games, I had to hard play one of the Vegetas.
Yeah.
So, and then I can just go up the chain from there.
Sure.
So, but yeah, it's still a work in progress. So,
Yeah. Well, very cool deck, Matt. Thank you for your time.
thank you, Jake.
Thanks. Still recording, but I'll just cut it